Oh, you know, I need my laptop or something so I can test the sound. Hold on. Let me do that. Let me run and grab my laptop. What's good? That looks great. I'm gonna grab my laptop so I can test the sound. Oh wait, no, my laptop's down here. What the fuck am I doing? Big ass fucking house. Be forgetting where I leave shit. This is no ordinary love. No
It's just amazing about technology. They're making mics so small that connects with your phone.
Yeah. It's amazing. I fuck with it.
Everybody can be a broadcaster now.
Anybody.
Everyone. Yeah. Oh man. I haven't been back here in a long time.
This is perfect.
Damn. Let me just send a thank you.
Double check.
Thank you again so much. Last night was so much fun.
So everything work?
Huh?
Check. Work? Okay.
Huh?
Okay, yeah, everything's perfect. See, look.
Yeah.
Phone's right up there. Oh, yeah, that's the first thing I gotta do. Hold on. Fuck. Where'd I put the... Where's the bag I just had? Am I tripping? I just picked it up. And I put it right back down. The mosquitoes don't bother you out here?
What mosquitoes?
This guy, bro.
Oh, they don't. No, they don't bother me at all.
I've been getting ate up.
Apparently, my blood type is something they don't like.
I've been getting ate up, bro. Like, bad. I've been keeping these with me. These are the only thing that help. Oh, what up? Nerds on here already? What's happening, nerds? See, that's a real subscriber, bro. Nerds got the notifications on. You know what I'm talking about? All right. I'm here with a very special guest today. I'm gonna do all four of them just to be safe. Get you another beer. You know how this goes. You got something here?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh,
I told you.
Of course
See?
he does. Of course he does.
What's up?
I need to figure out how to mute the thing.
Who you fucking now?
you still.
We're live.
I need to figure out how to mute it. It gotta be a button.
You gotta mute me because I'm gonna have one of these conversations. How about if I just take the mic off? How about I just take the mic off?
I'm gonna mute this one.
So who you fucking now?
Good God. I don't think that's how it works. But we'll see. It's hot, like astronomically. I'm in the bit sweating. So yeah, I'm in Florida. I ain't tell nobody I was coming to Florida. I just went early in the morning. 8:19. We on deck. I wonder if this has a mute function. I don't got my PS5 with me. I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? But it's a wonderful time, man. I got some things planned. I'm hungry. I'm about to go to one of my favorite spots. Nerds, bro, I appreciate you tuning in, bro, for real, because you know what I'm saying? People don't be fucking with me for real, bro. Like, Niggas be seeing me, niggas know a little bit about a little bit, but they don't really know. And I don't spend enough time on the internet trying to convince people I'm that nigga for real. I got access to shit like this. I'm just saying. YouTube, I hope y'all fucking me for smoking on live, dude. Is that a rule? Can somebody look that up? Chat. I always do better with the audience. I'm just saying. Because when some crazy shit happen, I got a witness. Not tomorrow. I'm about to say tomorrow, but today we doing the catalog show, but we're doing the catalog show at night. I got a little situation. But catalog show gonna be on the other channel, not this channel. Make sure you subscribe to the catalog show. I had a big issue with copyrights on my page because I was DJing somebody else's music. Excuse me. So now, you feel me? It's its own designated situation. The Catalog Show, CATALOG, nice and simple. SHOW, just in case you didn't know how to spell it. And then, you feel me? Papazaniel.com, like PAPAZANIEL. My website got everything. It's organized. You got the audio only mixes, and you got the YouTubes, and you got a description. And I've been consistent, bro. I'm at 25 weeks, bro. Weeks. Not days, weeks. One a day weight smart on the hoes. Boy, that mosquito bite me one more time, I know something. I'm real excited about that. I'm excited about a couple things. I don't really want to talk about it though, but I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. Oh, one thing I do want to talk about though is this Diddy shit, bruh. This Diddy shit is taking the fucking everything by storm, dude. Cause what the fuck is this nigga on trial for right now? Abuse? Abuse and partying? Abuse and partying with a girl that seemingly wanted to do it so she could please somebody, so she could appeal to somebody, so she can not be seen in this bad light, not get blackballed, not get blacklisted, not get. Well, she probably got black. That's fucked up. Damn. But this trial's confusing. Y'all made this nigga seem like he was a super predator. Nigga, just a frequent anger issues. I'm sorry to say it like that. I don't ever want to see no black man go through no shit like this. You feel me? Because his kids got to see it, bro. He got teenagers, bro. You want your teenagers knowing what you was doing? Freak of the week style, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, now your daughters know you like to watch. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, bro. Like, I don't understand that shit. It's crazy to me, bro. How is it? How is it? How is it even possible? I hope them babies don't go back to that courtroom. Because they don't seem like they done talking about this boy's sins that were clearly recorded. Shorty said she didn't want to take the iPhones with the evidence on it nowhere, bro. She said she wouldn't take it to an Apple store. It's incriminating stuff I heard. Him, them, And it's crazy shorty pregnant, bro. Anybody watching? Do y'all know if Cassie married to a white man? I can Google it, but I'm smoking right now. Can somebody just put it in the chat? Because I'm just curious to know, like, how strong of a partner I gotta be if I plan on getting married, and then somebody went through something I didn't really know about, or if he did know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you chose that, and you gotta support that. That's tough. Because then your kid's gonna look back and see your mama name in court. Damn. Not only is it public record, it's on social media, bro. Social media has turned into its own form of the public record, which I don't like because it seems like people can control it. That's a different conversation for a different day. I just hope historians and people who really care about history is documenting this shit correctly, bro. Don't let nobody fuck up our story. You feel me? Don't let nobody tell us our history and our history and our times and our times. Because they're doing that with the past already with black folks. I feel like they don't take Kyle. And I ain't gonna get there with y'all. But we on some other shit.
Alright. Where's my mic?
It's right there. It's hot.
Mic is hot?
Yeah, you can pick it up.
Yeah, I just did. Actually, I even changed my show.
I was talking about this Diddy and Cassie trial. I was like, I'm confused about what the fuck he's even on trial for. I'm gonna close the door. At this point, because sex trafficking, a RICO case.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I haven't been keeping up with him because he's the
Oh, you haven't seen the transcriptions of the case?
No, I honestly I haven't been keeping up with the case because of the fact that I just consider him the new Bill Cosby because they're going to get him no matter what. They just need to take down another black man. And don't get me wrong, what he's doing is nothing different than what we all do.
Everybody, not we.
Because, well, what I do. If I meet a girl and I like her and I fly her into New York and we do a sex party, is that sex trafficking? Technically, yes, it is.
Technically, yes, it is.
Now, if I pay her or she does it for free, is it still sex trafficking?
Now, that's the problem that I'm having understanding the case because in the state of New York, last time I checked, escorts is illegal.
Escorts illegal everywhere except for one place in Nevada.
Exactly, Nevada. And
not all of Nevada because Vegas,
Vegas is different.
It's illegal there, even though they have the billboards running up and down the streets all fucking day.
That's facts.
All day, and they got the guys handing out the cards for a good time.
That's
correct.
That's facts.
So, they would put me under the jail for the shit that I do. Now, I've been to a Diddy party when I was with my ex. There are some shit that goes down there.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No, I mean, because I've been there because his place is on South Beach.
I'm getting exclusive. Let me stop. This is live. Go ahead. Keep talking your shit. I'm just talking shit.
I've been there with my ex. I'm a nobody. And I still, because my girl was fucking hot. So, you got a hot girl. So if there's any other hot girls out there that want to
How long ago was this? This
was 2000 and I'm not going to lie, 2013, 14, no, 11, 12, 13, 14. Because we were just living on South Beach all the time. So we'd get those little pop-up invites and we'd go after the bliss parties. Okay.
I know what you're talking about because that's how I got introduced into the lifestyle.
What, the bliss parties?
Yeah, that's where I'm not gonna say her name, but that's where Shorty was.
Oh, Shorty. You mean Shorty?
Yeah,
I met you here.
Yeah.
Crazy story. For another episode.
Whole other live.
Right.
But yeah, no, that was. She told me she was at one of the bliss parties, and that's when she met.
Oh,
she was out with y'all.
Oh yeah, I have pictures of those.
I do too.
While at the bliss party.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because she was in the cage.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see those?
I didn't see that.
Oh,
you gotta show me those.
Oh, I gotta show you those pictures.
I want to see that.
We're gonna stream them through the TVs.
You'll cast them all.
Yeah, we're gonna cast. Through the TV.
I wanted to go to see. I love that I'm doing this. I wanted to go to his discography because that's how I follow people's careers. It's through the music. So 2013. Oh, this was after Last Train with Paris. Okay, so he's a couple years in 2013. Yeah, Puff is being Puff. This is before the Love movement, and before he went really positive, and he was starting to give money back to artists.
You mean the money he took from artists and stuff like that?
Of course.
All right.
Okay, so this is around
that's the record industry.
So you're saying that the Puff Party is exactly how it's described. It's freak off. It's just
okay. It depends on what you consider
for the
freak
people.
off.
Go ahead.
What is a freak off? There are different levels of freak off. You know, to me, some girls think running around naked in the rain in public, that's some freaky shit.
In public is wild.
All right. Having sex on a golf course, that's some freaky stuff. What is a freak? It all depends on everybody's perspective of what freaky is. Swinging. Come on, man. You've been to this house before. You've seen some stuff at this house.
I have seen some stuff at this house. However, for the sake of definitions, people think freak offs are sex parties.
So no, we're all taking everything's sexual. Okay, first of all, everything is sexual. Now, they said I personally have never seen Puffy engage in any male on male action, MMM, or man. No, I've never seen that. But living here in South Florida, would I be surprised? Fuck no.
Wouldn't be surprised.
No.
That's some shit.
No, dude, every single day when I'm approached by a couple, I think it's some shit like that. Like they're gonna offer up their wife so they can suck my dick. You know, some cuckold situation.
Yeah.
And this is South Florida. And I think the only reason it's a big deal is because he's black.
No, I feel like it's especially charged because he's black.
No,
and
absolutely 100%.
This is coming off of the heels of the Weinstein thing. This is coming off the heels of the Dan Snyder thing. Publicly, we're seeing, I'm going to say moguls for the sake of conversation. Publicly, we're seeing moguls being attacked in the sense of all of their sins are coming to light. Whatever's done in the dark is going to come out to the light. These niggas is out here grooming people.
Grooming? No, I don't think they're grooming.
You don't think it's a well? Okay,
no.
The Weinstein and the Schneider situation with Nickelodeon kids, they were grooming.
No, I don't. I think
outside of with the Diddy shit, it's a little bit.
No, Diddy's thing is that hey, I have money, I party, I'll take care of you and hang out with you, and I'll take care of your bills. Is that what did he do wrong?
I mean,
we're not talking about a fucking R. Kelly here.
That's what it's been. It's been towards Cassie, towards one particular person. We're examining he was publicly that activity.
He was absolutely wrong for putting his hand on any woman. If you're that mad at somebody,
the abuse is crazy.
No. If you're that mad, I get it. Leave her in the hotel room and bounce. If you're that mad, I don't suggest it. Put her out the room and be like, look, I'm done with you. I'm out.
Putting your hands on a woman
is that's absolutely deplorably wrong. All right. So there's no forgiveness on that.
At all.
All right. So let's just get that out of the way and clear so nobody.
But he's not on trial for that.
Yeah, he's on. And that's what he should be on trial for, if anything, is the domestic.
But they already settled a civil suit.
Why is it a civil suit? That should be a domestic.
Well, no, they settled a civil suit. See, they had a lawsuit where, as his employee under his company, there was abuse and different things that she was able to file with HR. She had a $20 million lawsuit. However many millions the lawsuit was, and they ended up settling the lawsuit, and they settled for $20 million. $20 million. You're talking about now it's coming out 9 years
after the fact.
Bullshit, and you were promised albums, music that never came out, hundreds of songs that you did recorded. Bro,
were they good songs?
That's nonsense.
Were they good songs?
Please stop.
I'm just asking. Because just because you record a song doesn't mean it's good.
As an artist, you never know what's going to pop. So good is subjective.
Okay, right. You're right. But honestly, Kelly, I think the only thing I have a problem with him is the abuse. That's the thing.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's
what we're learning now.
Yeah, is the abuse. But flying somebody in out of town because, look at how many girls out there. If I say, hey, listen, you live in New York and I'm having a party down here. I'm going to send you the jet. I'll give you like $2,000 for your expenses while you come down here. Just come out. Yeah, we're going to do this wild ass party.
Athletes do it. NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB.
I guess it's a different rule when you're white. It's okay. But when you're black, It's totally
So
different.
you know what I'm saying? Now, while those are the rules, if you do that, that's sex trafficking.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Now, if you do that on a grand scale, that's really considered sex
No,
trafficking,
well, yes.
especially on the federal
Well,
level, because
no,
this is a
once you
federal
cross,
case.
once you cross state line, yeah.
It's a federal case.
So if she's just in Jacksonville and I fly down to, or I put her on a bus,
International,
or-
baby. We talking puff, baby. take that. You know, all over the globe.
I just think.
But how many people do that to the point where they really
A
gonna
lot more
look
than-
at? Are they gonna slap them on the wrist for that? Are they gonna make him an
a-
example for
a
that?
lot more than you would think?
And I feel like they are gonna make him an example for that because he's black.
No, definitely 100%, 1000%.
So is it going to change where that type of behavior and activity is discouraged?
No, it's
and
not
they
going to
cracking
change.
down?
No,
So what are we doing?
it's not going to change. It won't change because men will be men, ladies will be ladies.
Can we say hoes gonna be hoes in that case?
No, because I like the word ladies.
But in that particular case, if you're getting flown out for sex,
no, she's still a lady. She's still a lady.
Let me answer the question. I just want to know. I just want to know for the people.
You know, no, she's still.
Ladies will be ladies.
Ladies will be ladies.
Yes.
You know, if you're gonna want to have a good time, just have a good time. You know, and if someone's gonna fly you out and offer to pay your expenses and take care of this, so you don't have to worry about your bills being paid while you're inebriated with a dick up your ass. I mean, why not? I mean, you know, it is what it is. That's just.
That makes sense. You gotta go.
Okay. So, I mean, why not? Now, if somebody will tell me that I'm wrong, I would love this debate. It would be a really good debate.
I mean, debate aside, right now, we're talking about the legalities that are occurring in court.
It's black.
And all I'm really observing is that what he's being charged with and what we're seeing ain't lining up. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw the case out. I'm not saying he should not be in jail. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying legally, it's not making sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Legally.
No, that
morally, this nigga should be under the jail, bro. Throw this nigga next to Kel.
No, let's not put him
morally. Fuck Puff.
No. Puff made good music, but I'm not a Puff fan, but he made good music.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a successful black man. So I'm not going to hate on somebody who did his things and took the opportunity to build an empire.
Now, I saw something.
Kel, now that's a different story.
In comparison, yes.
Yeah, because there's no reason to actually hunt minors. That's
what was happening.
No, that's fucked up.
That's what was happening.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing.
I never heard somebody say it like that. Hunt minors is fucking crazy.
No, that's
shit. But you're right.
Why do you think we're in the jungle? You think you're
right.
some
you're
fucking
right.
hunting
crazy.
down some shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, I saw something the other day. This is my last thing I'm saying about Puff.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something the other day. Somebody was saying, do you know who Carisha is?
No.
Okay, Andre's older. Don't fault him. You know who Young Miami is?
Unfortunately.
Okay, same person. That's her real name. Her real name is Carisha.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
So City Girls, Young Miami.
Mm-hmm.
She was dating Puff for a while.
Who didn't? Okay, next.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I'm not Catholic. I know I did it wrong. She was dating Puff for a while, and publicly, it just looked like he was doing everything right. She wasn't signed to him, but he was at all the shows. He had, posters like a fan, doing the most, buying her gifts, shopping sprees. He was on, he owns Revolt TV.
Mm-hmm.
She has a podcast on Revolt.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's related. I'm just saying her podcast was very, very successful out the gate. I mean, first couple episodes, maybe 10 episodes in, she's getting awarded.
Really?
Yes. And he was on her podcast and said some very interesting things about, their sexual encounters between them.
Okay.
And it was, observed. Now, people are saying that he did right by Carisha. He did right by her. All the things that he should have did for Cassie, musically, he gave it to Young Miami. And I don't really see anyone else he gave that attention musically to.
Okay, so one, I don't want to really speak on it because I don't know it,
Right.
but is it possible, in his professional opinion, do you think he thought she was more talented?
Oh, two completely different artists.
Right. So in his capacity, as in his professional opinion, maybe he thought she was more. Maybe she thought she was more. Her talents
didn't have to be developed. It's already
correct. And he didn't have to sign her. He was just maybe promoting her. And yeah, he might have had a sexual experience. Which one of these girls that are trying to blow up is not gonna fuck Puff? Because I mean, like, I'm not saying I'm not saying he a great looking nigga, but or a bad looking nigga, but money will make you look good. And he can do things and he can build her up just by the name and associating with him. Right? So maybe what he saw in her was true talent. If he can get some, why not? If maybe she threw him like, yo, Puff, what's up, man? I mean, like, I like you. I'm rocking with you. Let me just suck your dick all the way down to the back of my throat where you tickle my tonsils. I mean, like, why not? I mean, like,
sorry, I'm laughing.
I mean, like, maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happened because this is how the world works, unfortunately. She saw an opportunity that could benefit her and put her on the map, and she took it.
Who could blame her? Who could blame her?
No, I'm not saying blame her, but maybe there was a connection there. Like, look, you know what? I won't rock with you like your girlfriend, but we can do here and there. We can link up. Let's link every once in a while.
They never did call themselves an item.
No, but it's just a link. Right. I mean, like, right. Okay, yes, I am old. So this girl called me I'm old.
You're not old.
No.
Keep going.
Because unfortunately, I don't have somebody giving me the definition of what certain words mean.
That's facts.
So she calls me up. She's like, yo, Dre, what you doing? Nothing. So you want to link? Link what? She's like, I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night. She's like, let's just link up.
Link what?
Link what?
Crazy.
Link some chains together. And by the end of it, I was like, oh, you need a booty call.
Wow.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
That's some old shit.
A booty call?
Because my generation has never called it a booty call.
Right. You want to link.
Booty calls have been offensive for my generation.
All right. Remember, if anybody don't know, apparently I'm, I guess everybody's got to go back and figure out how Generation X acts. We are fucking totally different.
Super.
Yeah.
But you know what? The values that I've learned from that generation has shaped and molded our generation in the sense of we know better. We see the bullshit that's going on and then we don't do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But Generation X, we don't take no shit.
For sure.
Yeah, because the new generation that I see now, they're some pussies.
Yeah.
They get offended, their feelings get hurt, and
Okay, that's what I'm gonna call it. I was thinking about calling it the true definition of talent. Because what you had me thinking about when you said, I'm gonna talk about that in a second. I'm gonna remember it, but I'm gonna talk about that in a second. I'm gonna call this podcast, not even the podcast, just this live, Generation X and Millennials.
Oh man, that's
fucking beautiful.
Yeah, because we think completely, totally different.
Oh my gosh! You know what? I would move here just for that.
Well, I've offered you to move here
for so much less.
Listen, I've offered to listen. There's a
Actually,
room
for
here.
so much more. This is very low bottom, low very tier. But yeah, for so much more, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
I've been
you're like a little brother to me.
No, I
That
appreciate it.
anytime
Thank
you
you.
need something, I'm always gonna be here for you.
I appreciate
So,
it. No, thank
You
you.
know, I mean, you put up with my nonsense. You know,
Is it really nonsense or is it just the way
it makes you laugh the way I live my life.
Yeah, it does.
The things you've seen
It
in
does.
this house.
No, it does.
The things when you have to walk out, be like, all right, Trey, I'm gonna bounce. This is just not my speed.
I'm gone.
I'm gone.
See you later.
I'm like, yeah.
I'm flying out tomorrow, so I think this might be the last time I'm seeing you.
So why do you think it's so hard for me to get with a sister? I mean, like, okay, I'm gonna say something that's gonna be really
okay. No, we can talk about this and fuck the cameras.
You want fuck the camera?
No, fuck the cameras. We can talk.
All right,
about this.
okay. So can you edit this shit or this is just live?
I can edit it. I can stop it. I can do whatever I want. But
okay, because here's the thing: I don't want for me to say something and I get hated on because it's gonna be really bad.
The world don't work like that.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nah.
Listen, I'm into like curling girls.
What he mean is okay. What he mean is this. Okay, I need to be able to pick you up.
Oh, right.
And curl you for fun.
Right.
Huh.
And I can do I could curl 135, 140.
Huh.
I can
like
bench press like 255.
Facts.
I'm not into bench pressing girls, but goddamn, I had a party at this house. I would have to squat them motherfuckers. God damn.
It's just a preference.
And
it's just a preference.
So my preference
just
is small,
his.
petite. Yeah, me.
Just his.
Me.
Nobody
petite.
else's.
Not yours.
It's not yours.
Not anybody else's.
All right, continue your conversation.
So it is so hard for me to find a sister that is my preference in the crazy world that I live in, because they get so judgmental. I've gone on 2 dates.
Judgmental. Okay.
I've gone on 2 dates that you know about,
mm-hmm.
and I was criticized about the way I live my life.
I mean, the way that you live your life,
yes,
and your preferences are not aligned.
No, definitely not. And this is why I date white girls.
But okay. Before you get there,
because we're gonna go there in a second.
Before you even get there, what I was trying to say was the way that you live your life and your preference are not aligned. So when you have your preference and they judge the way that you live your life, you're setting yourself up in this space where you can't move forward. Now, you shouldn't look for someone to fit in the way that you live your life because they're your preference.
Okay.
It shouldn't be a direct correlation.
Okay. I hear the words that are coming out of your mouth,
sir.
But I just don't understand them.
Okay.
Because what you're saying to me, I'm looking for a girl that is my preference.
Yes. That
also fits my life. All right, you see? And, you know, I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. I'm not the type of person that's going to settle. I think I have a lot to offer. And the ones that I do like that fit my preference and live my life, they just don't like me. I'm just not their type. Because they tell me.
Wait. You said something very important.
What?
The ones that fit your preference.
Yes.
And fit, they agree with
my life.
The way that you live your life.
Yeah.
They don't like you?
Oh, no, because they only date white guys.
Oh, wow.
They're the sisters out there that, oh, you're black, so I don't fuck with black
so you
guys.
haven't found somebody that's been able to.
Not a sister.
Okay.
Not a sister. White girls, someone, but they're crazy. Some of them.
But you've been able to find it in white women.
I mean, like I had to go across the globe.
Eventually, you found it. And
then... No. I found one. She's cool.
Okay.
But I want something more. I don't know. You know what? I know what I want, and I'm still looking. It's not the right one yet. I'm still looking. But I do want someone to look. And you know what? Here's the problem. Because if I fly her in from out of town and we have sex, I might get charged with sex trafficking.
You're killing me.
But it's true though, right? I mean, I'll pay. I'll pay for your ticket. You don't have to stay here at my house. I'll pay for your hotel. We can go out. We will have sex. Technically, that's sex trafficking, isn't it?
It is.
All right. So what am I supposed to give her? Some gift?
Okay, I feel like the technicality, but I have to look up the definition because I feel like the technicality is it multiple people or is it just one person? Because if it's one person that you're like courting,
okay, maybe she bring a friend.
The courtship would be different.
Well, what is a courtship of like, hey, I think you're sexy. I think you're nice.
Yeah, my VPN's on great because what the fuck?
Yeah, I think you're nice. I think you're very sexy. I would like to fly you out to another state.
Okay, look, the key word that I'm reading in this definition, and I'm going to go to other definitions just to make sure, is the act or practice of illegally transporting people from one country or area to another for the purpose of sexual exploitation.
What is exploitation?
I'm going to look up this definition in other areas.
Yeah, because here's the thing. If I tell her that, hey, I'm going to have a party at my house and we will be having sex and it's going to be raunchy, kinky, freaky, yeah, okay, we might exploit you, but what is exploitation? How do you define? How are they defined? No, because here's a problem. Because if you film, I found out the other day from a party, if you film for 10 seconds, now we can consider it
10 seconds.
Yeah, it's considered porn.
Keep going.
It's considered porn because if you're a content creator. So now, because remember, content creators get paid to have sex.
I've never fucking known this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we had a content creator party here, and there were guys that came in to hook up with a content creator, but they didn't want to be filmed. So they filmed for a few seconds. Hey, listen, we're content creating now. So it's not escorting. It's not this. It's not that. To me, it sounds like the same goddamn thing.
Content creating. The laws have changed.
Yeah. So I don't know. So now I can't import anymore. Like this. Okay. I understand. And this didn't even have anything to do with Trump's tariff.
So is that the issue you're importing somebody?
Yeah, because you can import if you import from another state. And this has nothing to do with tariffs.
Okay, so another state and illegally transporting somebody from another country.
How did Puff? Puff did not illegally transport anybody because they jumped on a private jet.
By definition, is different. So I don't think Puff is going. Nah, unless they can find. You
hear the Formula Ones?
That's a lot to talk about. I don't want to talk about this shit no more. We talk about shit.
Yeah. This is a whole nother episode.
The Formula Ones, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What is that? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, the Formula One car.
Oh, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's wow. Yeah, they're running around the track.
You been to?
Oh yeah, tickets were it was worth it. I spent the money. I saved the money. Because I was going to use that money to import somebody, but since I was worried about
the people, explain what the seats are like and explain where you were to where you spent the money, how you spent your money.
Oh well, because I don't have that much money. I only bought a 1-day pass at $300 a day for 2 people, and the seats were in I think they called it Section 7 Miami Gardens. So you overlook and you see the cars just going by. So it's beautiful. It's nice. If you haven't experienced it.
So were you like in a little box?
No, no, I don't have that much money. Oh, okay. I was just with the masses.
Okay.
But the way the Hard Rock Stadium does it, it's a beautiful place. You get up, walk around. I mean, they just drop boats into a man-made lake just to have girls sit around on the boat inside around the racetracks for Formula One.
Okay, that's what's up.
I mean, so when you have the opportunity, maybe next year, unless we figure out this import thing, I'll have other disposable income. we could go to Formula One. And what's so wild about it is because, I'm a Miami and I don't like to walk. I went to try and park at the stadium.
Oh my gosh.
It was like $150. And then you still have to wait in line. So I Ubered from my house to there. And believe it or not, the Uber was still $60.
Yeah, for sure.
From here to there.
To that specific location, yes. Because they have to drive
2.5 miles. 2.5 miles.
I know.
$60, 2.5 miles.
Because if you're going 2.5 miles in the opposite direction, it wouldn't be that.
No. It was just because you know how the Uber has these peak rates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where you're going. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I would definitely like to follow sister. I mean, you got a whole YouTube channel.
Yeah, I gotta put this to use.
Yeah, yeah. And one of my professors always told me, use what you have to get what you want.
Facts. Facts. No, honestly, the one I can't say regret, but the one thing that I would have done differently, in the sense of if I would have known how this shit panned out, I would have focused my attention that I placed on music and creating music and learning how to engineer myself, record myself, produce my own songs, do the whole thing. That's what I was doing. Instead of doing all of that, I would have then turned my focus on this: videography, filming, getting a camera. Because the iPhone thing, it wasn't. I had an iPod. I had an iPod Touch in high school with the camera on it. That was the first time they came out with this, like the first generation. And I was, taking selfies with girls.
Yeah.
When the selfie came out.
You say I'm old.
When the selfie came out.
Did you say I'm old?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I just didn't want to buy an iPhone. I just was against it for some reason. But when that transitioned, I knew, oh shit, I think I should be filming myself and like vlogging and doing these different things on YouTube.
Who knew YouTube would be this big? Who the fuck knew?
That's just one thing I would have done differently back then.
We got off topic.
Yeah.
What is the definition of exploitation?
Of talent?
No,
of true talent?
No. Exploitation.
Oh, exploitation.
Yes, because I want to make sure I don't get arrested for flying someone in to hang out. And just because I'm paying for her ticket, her meals, her place, and whatever. I mean, like, are you serious? And then why should I be paying if you want to have a good time? Puff has money, so he, 10, 20, 30 grand. That's peanuts to people like that.
Now, I need to look up a different definition. I don't like the definition I'm getting.
What am I going to do with the crunk off here?
Wait, before we get there, you're asking me too many questions at once. I'm going to have you repeat it. I don't like the definition of getting for exploitation because what it's saying is the action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work.
That is actually
that is the exact or benefit of resources. The reason I say I don't like the definition, I'm looking for a different definition or different wording, is because I'm trying to align it to how it would fit in to flying someone out.
You're not exploiting anyone, so that's why I'm saying.
Is it work at that point? Because if we're calling sex work, then yeah, at that point.
Okay, but it wasn't work. They're hanging out with him because I'm sure they think that either they want to hang out with a celebrity, because we know a lot of people do that.
Facts.
And if a celebrity is paying to come hang out with you, and these girls or guys, whatever your choice is, want to hang out with a celebrity and they give it up, how are you exploiting them?
Okay, so
because it's not benefiting you technically, it's benefiting them.
This makes sense if it's Puff Daddy. If it's somebody like you and I, and the scenario you just described, I would say that's courtship. But if it's Puff Daddy, he's like, I'm gonna put you in the music video, and then you got to suck dick on the side to get in the music video. That would be exploitation. That would make sense for the benefit of work.
But here's the thing. They always have the option of saying no. I mean, like, at the end of the day, people need to be held responsible for their action.
Yes, but people are scared and people get taken advantage of, which is what we're talking about.
Okay. Are they being taken advantage of, or being naive that they're being taken advantage of? Or are they just blind?
Some people don't know. Some people do know, and then they use the system against them, against the person, and then they act like they didn't know. Some people, but for the sense of naivete,
okay,
I've never learned how to pronounce.
Okay. So here's the thing, me, little man, you walk into this house when I'm doing a party. Are you naive to what's going to happen when you walk in here, or you kind of knew and you was like?
I'm not talking about grooming right now.
Huh?
No comments. Keep going.
Are you naive to the fact of what might happen? I mean, like, I'm sure, like you said before, you know that I give people warning. What do I need to know? Have them sign off on it? That what might happen? Like I don't
People
want to.
sign NDAs for sure.
Yeah, but I didn't know this was going to happen, and this, and that. I didn't know what you knew. You knew, and I think the problem with Puff is that he's got so much money, and there's so many people out there that are willing to like, oh, maybe I can get something out of this. I don't really think he went in to exploit people because just like that artist you said, she's not signed with him, and but he was still doing all the things.
Okay, so the reason why I say we're not talking about grooming is because grooming gets into a whole different
grooming
layer. Yeah, the comments, a whole different layer of conversation. You didn't have to delete it. You good?
No, don't delete it. Just put it
I think
up.
It was retracted. I think
Yeah,
YouTube.
but grooming. But I understand grooming, but that grooming takes time. You're going to work on somebody, not
Right.
like
this fly out
hey
situation.
hey, what's up? What you doing? I'm having a wild ass party down here in Miami. We're gonna have a room. We're gonna have. I'll send the jet for you. There ain't no grooming in that. There's like, oh, you want to come down? Yes or no? I'll take your bills. I'll send you some cash. That's not grooming. That's just offering up something. If grooming is, listen, most black people are too lazy to groom anybody. Most, and not saying all, most.
Most people.
Most. The most right now. We ain't trying to groom. I think Puff was just Puff party they were fucking wild. I had a great time. Shit. I'm not gonna lie, I had a good time. I saw some stuff. It was fun.
Okay, did you ever have?
Ask the question. Take the filter out your mouth.
No. I was laughing. I'm sorry.
Take the filter out your mouth.
Have you seen celebrities at
Oh, fuck yeah, of course. But this is Miami, so you see celebrities on the beach all the goddamn
the question?
time.
Not the beach, nigga. The question was
at the party.
At the parties.
Okay, what's the definition of a celebrity?
Somebody that you recognize that you've seen on your television.
Yeah.
On your movie screens.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've seen celebrities and you're like, oh look.
Yeah, but you listen. I ran into I'll go anywhere and you can run into a celebrity somewhere. You know. This is before I was old, when I was a little younger, and I actually I was going out more.
Stop the madness. Stop the madness. When I was old, it's crazy. Let me change it right now.
Man. Listen, if Puff was in trouble, I'd be under the jail. But I'm not gonna.
No, because I mean, at that point, again, it would be you have to get like somebody from Brazil that is not on a visa, that just got on a plane and still made it over here somehow, some way. And they're, you know what I mean?
So you think that's exploitation.
And that's because they're here illegal. That's sex trafficking because they're here illegally. And they're here for sex work.
So, for example, if you get someone a visa, bring them up here from any country, and you're threatening their visa. So this is what you're talking. You're threatening if you're not having sex with me, I'll get you deported back. Correct? And that would be dead wrong. Like, hey, I'll bring you up here. You can be in the U.S., but you have to give me X, Y, Z, and A, B, and C. And if you don't give that to me, then I'll pull your visa and send back. That would be considered exploitation. Correct? You're holding something above them.
Yeah, you're
threatening them
because of the legality of them even being here. Yeah, in that case, yeah.
No, okay, I agree with that.
Because I feel like the reason why I was talking about the definition of the exploitation is because in the benefit of work.
Right.
What are we talking about work? If it's entertainment, all right, I can see how you're working the angle of I'll get you the deal, I'll get you this, I'll get you that.
And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
You know what I mean? And then you're doing the sex portion. I could see that angle.
Right.
But everything else is kind of in the wind, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because one doesn't have to do with the other.
Yeah.
We can walk and chew gum at the same time. I'm going to get you the deal, but we still can have sex. Now, if the deal doesn't work out, now you're upset because you think that I made this promise to you. And because Maybe I thought you were more talented. Maybe after working with you, you're just not as good. We've all seen American Idol.
Ugh,
We all seen how some of them think they're the best in the
that's
world.
disgusting behavior.
Right, but and then people get in their feelings and they're upset. And now they want to lash back. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just throwing out some different scenarios out there. You know,
Got a point.
yeah. And like I
That could
said,
be that could be something.
look, he's a celebrity. He's a well-known celebrity. He's a successful celebrity. So, you know, I think, actually, I don't even see what he did wrong. Honestly,
In the sense of
what they're
sex
charging,
trafficking,
I
or
don't
with the
see.
charge, well, yeah, with the
I don't
charge of
see
him,
what
well,
he
yes.
did wrong. He might have done
Let
something.
me look it up so I can stop guessing too.
I don't see. No, I follow the story in the beginning. I just haven't been keeping up with what's been going. I just don't see what they really digging into him. Well, he took advantage of the girls. No, I think some of the girls put themselves there. What he did to the girlfriend, the abuse, absolutely unforgivable. He definitely should go to jail for that.
And unfortunately, that's not what he's on trial for.
Right. That's my whole point. What he should be going to jail for is that.
Okay, racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. Again, I'm gonna have to look up the exact definition of prostitution.
No,
prostitution. New York.
In the state.
Well, actually, no, this is a federal case.
Yeah, no, right. So prostitution is exchanging funds, money,
right,
for sex.
That's exactly what it is.
But I go on dates all the time. I'm exchanging money for sex. I'm paying for a light bill. I'm paying rent. I'm doing this. Isn't that the same thing? I'm just asking you.
You can't assume that's what they're using the money for. You're not
right, but
you're not in these people FP&L accounts paying the bills.
Right, but it's still technically it's still money.
It is.
She's like, look, I'll give you some whatever you want, but just pay my bill. You know, just take care of me. Isn't that exchanging one thing for another? One currency for something. I'm making a payment. Is that considered prostitution? Because then we'd have to start digging into the whole thing of girlfriends and wives, because because for some reason when I stopped paying some bills for some girls, they broke up with me. So led me to believe that, hey, no money, no sex. Unless you consider the girlfriend experience a whole different thing.
Now, can we say hoes gonna be hoes? I'm just joking.
Ladies, people are people. People are people. Because and you know what I do hate? I do hate how people compare.
Hold on.
I'll get you on.
No, keep going. I can hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me because you're walking in the house.
I know, but I'm not going far.
What I do hate is when I see things and people are comparing P. Diddy with R. Kelly.
Yeah, the comparison is
it's
not
fucking off. That's fucking off.
Hey Chuck, I think you might be still in the chat, bro. But yeah, bro, this place is beautiful and it is lovely, and I love it here. And I tell him this all the time, bro.
No, you don't, because I told you had a room here anytime, any day.
You know what's fucked up? I really want the blue room.
You want the blue room?
Because of the closet.
Oh, because I thought it was away from the master bedroom.
I mean,
we need to soundproof the house.
I don't be wanting to hear that shit. You're right.
We need to soundproof the house. That is a good thing to mention.
No, but it was the closet. The closet is because I could store the stuff that I have in there.
All right.
That's the only reason I was thinking about it. However,
okay. All right. Well, the red room is for, hey, hang out here, and then I know you're leaving soon because you have no place to store anything. Yeah.
Oh, I don't really bring too many things to store.
Nah, you don't.
It's always a bag.
You know.
It's always a bag. What was I gonna say? Okay, I don't want to. Never mind. I was about to say I don't want to talk about the Diddy shit, but you brought up something that's very important to elaborate on. The R. Kelly shit and the Diddy shit is two different things, bro. I don't. Who was comparing that?
of course, someone who doesn't understand the culture.
Oh, okay.
People that don't understand the culture.
Were they non-melanated?
Yes, they were
Okay.
non-melanated. Like
Oh,
some
you like that one?
yeah, some
Yeah.
non-melanated melanated people. They didn't understand the culture, and I was like, no, it's not a comparison. You can't. But he did. No, no, no,
But
no.
he did what?
I was like, P Diddy did
What
not
did he
pee
do?
on a whatever
Wow. They thought
the.
P Diddy peed on somebody?
No, I said you can't compare because
Oh, I was gonna
P
say
Diddy
that's
and
hilarious.
P Diddy.
Hey, white people will take that joke to the moon, bro.
No, I'll joke with them all the.
Nah, like P Diddy peed on somebody.
No, I saw
That
that
if
P
that
did
was,
not. He did not.
I'm just
I
saying, bro.
said,
That
didn't.
joke would go to the moon, bro.
I
Oh, that's what
said,
the P and
oh my God, you.
that's why he changed it down. That's why it was Puff Daddy. Then he changed it to P Diddy for real, huh? That's really why he.
Yeah, but you know,
That joke would go to
listen,
the moon.
listen.
I'm telling you.
As much as the freaky shit as I get into in this motherfucking house, the shit that I have seen, white people are into
Allegedly.
some no. All right, now new white people are into some really kinky,
Oh
freaky
yeah,
shit.
white people are different.
Oh my!
Bro.
And then the only people worse than the white people are the white Europeans.
Still different, bro.
I thought I was kinky and wild until I hung out with them.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Especially for my generation, I have this perspective, especially because I'm Canadian and I moved to the States and I'm learning about American history. I have this perspective of white Europeans had this idea to go conquer the earth, sent Christopher Columbus over here, and then it started this US shit. That's how like it was taught to me. And so when they talk about white people in school, it's always white Europeans. It's always like, oh, those white folks over there. Like it's never really bro, Europe is a continent. You understand what I'm saying? Like they never specified it to one conquering power or something specific.
No, it's just all of them.
Yeah, it was just all of them. And then you get here and then you look at how America has evolved and not even mentioning 400 years, not even doing that.
Okay,
just seeing how America's evolved and how black people are being treated now, bro. We look at white people totally different.
They don't get it
from how it was taught to us.
I'm not gonna lie to you. A month ago, we had a BDSM party here.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. And she wanted to get pulled down by her hair.
Pulled down?
The stairs.
On the stairs. Okay.
By her hair.
I'm listening. What the fuck?
And
oh, y'all seeing this shit? Okay, I normally be doing that because I'm like, yo, anybody seeing this shit? But y'all seeing this shit, right? Keep talking. I'm listening.
So she comes and she said she likes that rough. She likes to be spanked. She likes to be beat. She likes to be tied up. And she's like,
beat.
Beat.
Fuck.
Flogged.
I'm sorry, I'm listening.
Flogged. She likes to be flogged. So she said, what would be hot is like a guy just totally dominate her. All right. So we both know, you know me, when I'm drinking, things come out my mouth, right? I was like, shit, we're standing upstairs. I'm like, why not just pull you by your hair downstairs? She was like, oh my gosh, you just made me so wet.
You came up with this idea.
I was drinking. No, the alcohol came up. The beer came up with the idea. Thank you, Corona.
Sponsored by Corona, the beer, not the virus.
And she's like, oh, that made me so hot. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. I'm like, let's do it. I think I saved it on the cameras.
Oh my gosh.
Because
never mind. I actually had a question off camera.
Because I had her sign off on it. Because I'm black, she's white.
Right.
I don't want to get sued.
You're using your noodle.
No. I just know because I know she's got to go back home to her husband. So I pulled her down the stairs.
People live like this. Keep going. I'm sorry.
I pulled her down the stairs, and I remember I had to warn everybody. I'm like, all right, listen, guys, this is what we're gonna do. So when you see me doing it, don't panic and freak out. This is something she asked for. We had witnesses in the house. I had her sign off, and another friend told me, let's do a video, because another friend that was here who's an attorney, he was like, let's just do a video of it. And we did. And when she got, I don't even think I got her all the way to the bottom of the steps. think she was on the second landing, and she's like, oh my God, that's so hot.
Oh my
I
gosh,
just
bro.
I'm like, all right.
She was probably in pain.
She said she was coming. I don't know.
I want to ask how. I was about to ask how.
Oh, so I laid her on the floor,
but I don't want to know.
Grabbed her by her hair, and I just. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, you did it too. You partook in these.
No, I'm the one.
Oh, you were the one who
pulled her. Yeah.
You know, when I was following this story, it sounded like you were a bystander and you were just telling
no,
people,
come on,
hey,
man.
this is about to happen in my house.
No, this is about to happen, and I'm about to do it.
Oh,
so welcome, guys. You know, and I was standing up on the landing, looking down and giving the speech. And he saw some people said like, "Oh, okay, all right, this is about to happen." But it's a fetish party, so that's not unusual. It's not unusual to see a girl walk in here and have a guy on a leash and he's on all fours and she's serving his drink in a bowl.
Huh.
It's a fetish party. I think you need to expand your mind.
Nope. Nope. Good. Off of that one, I'm good.
No, just to see that it actually happens.
Okay. I hear you.
Because me telling the story will not grasp what really happened.
I hear you.
So you want to know when the next fetish party is going to be here?
When?
I'm going to have to fly you back in.
Okay.
But I don't think I can get charged with sex trafficking, right?
Not for me. I ain't going to be at work.
Well, what if you have sex with somebody else?
I'm an observer.
Could that be charged with conspiracy of sex trafficking?
Unless YouTube want to send me
yeah, we'll find out.
Check and an iPhone strapped to my face, so you just catching my reactions while I'm seeing what I'm seeing.
The parties here, maybe we can stream some of the parties.
Yeah, I mean we can do that, and I mean we can. So look, the thing about I'm learning so many things now that I operate my own website. The thing that I've learned is you can do things like that. Pornhub is a great.
I thought they were shut down.
No,
they're back up.
They're prospering.
No, I thought they went down for a little while.
They are prospering.
Are you using your VPN when you're on them?
I'm using my VPN for damn near everything. I'm on my VPN right now, to be honest with you. But no, really what I was trying to say was like they've found their way through their legalities and they've been able to bounce back.
Okay.
To a point where they're really one of the main platforms that have been able to make sense of having a free porn site in the porn world, because
advertisement.
I mean, that's a component of it, but that was a big problem for porn stars, is what they were talking about from what I've seen in interviews. I don't know these people. I don't partake in that, but I've been seeing interviews. People.
Image just came in from last night.
Oh gosh.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna show it to you.
Yeah.
Actually, 10 images came in.
Wow.
You might see some things you don't want to see.
Okay.
We cannot show it.
Just know, you know what? I just don't want to know. Just don't say, hey, that's me. Just don't do that to me. And we fair game.
This is professionally done.
Pictures are crazy.
Oh man. Okay. Just to fuck with, yeah, that's me.
This guy. God alone, man.
Oh my God. See, it is so hard to date a girl when you live a life like me, because I think a lot of women out there love this, but I think, especially the black women, I think if they tell their partner that they like this, they're going to be judged too much. They're going to be, oh, you're this or you're that, or you're not faithful and this and that. And what's fucked up is that the same guys that would judge their partner for doing that are the same ones that will go out and look for a girl just like that. That's wild and loose and things like that.
Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you've been back Trap?
Trap? I haven't been to Trapeze.
See, I ain't want to say it like
I'm going to say it. Trapeze, South Florida.
Sheesh.
In Fort Lauderdale. I haven't been there in 2 years, but I went to the one in Atlanta like 8 months ago. I was just curious. You remember the time we went?
Oh, I do. Very, very interesting learning experience. I learned a lot that day that I had no fucking idea before. I learned a lot that day.
But
Humans are interesting, boy.
There is a party coming up.
Wait, no. I asked that question because I wanted to say, a friend of mine told me that they've gone to trap recently.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of black people in there.
Yeah, I don't go on those nights.
No. But in the sense of what we were talking about, you don't think you could find you a little honey?
No, because unfortunately,
somebody that's in that environment.
No, you don't go to the beach to try and find sand. You have to go somewhere else.
That's a crazy philosophy, given how exclusive and kind of crazy. You gotta kind of be a little. You gotta be a little out your mind to be in lifestyle.
Not only that, because here's the thing with women, I believe they're very open to a lot of the things, but they're not going to do it with just anyone.
That is extremely true.
Right. So if they do decide to engage in these activities, they want to make sure. I think a lot of them want to make sure they're with someone who cares about them and will not prejudge them or judge them for anything. And I think women are totally different than men. So it's not like they won't do it. It's just that they'll do it with a partner that they're committed to.
Okay, level with me here.
Yeah.
Follow me here.
Go ahead.
If you find somebody.
Marry in a second.
No. If you find somebody at Trap, at Miami Velvet, at whatever place you at, and they catch your eye and you're like, that one. That's exactly what I pictured in my head when I see somebody that I want. She looks exact. And you're there. You wouldn't think. If you were to engage with this person and you're talking to this person and you get to know them and they're your speed, they're everything that you wouldn't think that's a good situation for you?
Well, here's the thing.
You can court that person and spend more time with that person?
Well, here's my thing. Most women that go to places like Trap are already with someone. I mean, you do have those rare women.
Rare? Yeah, we're talking about rare.
But
we're talking about rare.
Right. But their list of people, their potentials are so long. I would be taking a number like I'm at the DMV.
I understand.
Yeah. So
I understand.
Funny enough, that's where I met Nikki at.
Oh, wow.
I met Nikki there. A friend called me up. So he was able to give me the VIP pass to go to the front of the line. So women going to places like that, they've got so many options. Come on, dude. Yeah. Women have options out there. I don't care what you look like. Every girl out there, no matter what you look like, have got like a ton of guys trying to beat down their door. And I'm not for everyone. I don't think like everyone.
That's true.
So I have to just, take my number, shoot my shot. Hopefully my personality wins them over. And just because like I said before, just because I like them doesn't mean they like me. And that's just facts and reality. Okay. I think we might make a great great couple.
What you're saying now makes sense with this explanation.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
it does.
Because I live it.
It does.
I mean, dude, I get turned down no, I think I only get turned down. I think I'm doing better now. I only get turned down 2 or 3 times a day now.
You know what? That lets me know that you still got hope.
Listen, if I didn't have hope, what's the point of living? I mean, I hope this boat that I'm buying, they'll bring the interest rate down. I hope that they're not asking for this down payment they want. I hope.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit. No,
yeah, I hope. Because I already got the name picked out for the boat. I already know where I'm located in the boat. I already got things. And it's a beautiful boat. It's a beautiful day boat. Not no MAGA yacht or anything.
I woke up this morning and I was we were downstairs and I was like, I haven't seen what the garage looked like. Last time I was here,
the skis were there.
I saw the garage and I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck? When the fuck did you get 2 jet skis?
3. They're 3.
Sorry.
3.
Visibly.
Oh, there because there's the one
There
on
was
the other side. So 3 jet skis.
Right.
So the other 2 jet skis, my friend took it to Tampa to go over to Tampa today. I think because I don't have any kids, I have money to spend on other things.
Sheesh.
So I think they call that disposable income.
Disposable income.
Right. But with the boats, I'm buying the boat to make money because I'm definitely going to rent the boat out or captain the boat for other people. So I will turn it into a business to generate revenue.
That's probably the smartest thing I ever heard you say.
No, the smartest thing you ever heard me say is that I'm just going to buy a house and then just rent the house out so I can make the payments for it so I can live for free.
But is it really free though? You got to pay property taxes. Last time I heard.
Yeah, South Florida property taxes have just skyrocketed. I saw the legislature, they're trying to reduce property taxes, and I have a problem with that because if you reduce property tax and you take that money away, that means there's some services that are going to be lost. And I like the services that we have. I like if I get into an accident, there will be a helicopter picking my ass up to take me to Jackson.
Different lifestyle, bro.
You know, I like the services that we have. So I believe if you take money away from one place, where's the money to fit those bills going to come from? I mean, South Florida is not the cheapest place to live in.
Yo, okay. Coming in is a disaster now.
Fort Lauderdale?
No, into this neighborhood.
Oh, you see the traffic?
Yo. Driving around this monstrosity that they fucking built is like, yo, it's not only like I remember when it wasn't here. It's not only that. It's not only that. Not only I remember when it wasn't here, but they've developed it so much to where they got motherfuckers living in every single one of them bitches.
Oh no, it's packed. Okay, so there's apartments on that side, 1 and 2 bedrooms. And they sold the other one, the townhouse.
Miami shit.
Yeah, this is some only in Miami shit. Yeah, they sold the townhouse with the 1-car garage. A friend of mine just rented a 3-2 over there with a 1-car garage.
1-car
garage.
3-2.
For 3-2. For a
you ain't
3.
Even gonna look.
Already the ringtone tells me who it is.
You're right.
The 3-2 they're renting for $39.
What?
Yeah.
39?
Yeah. And they said they got a good deal.
With a garage.
With a 1-car garage that can barely fit a 1 car.
That they probably use for storage.
Correct.
39.
Mm-hmm.
$100 USD per month. Every month that you want to live.
But wait a minute. That's your rent. That's the property tax and the HOA.
No, you're talking about apartments.
No, not the apartment. The townhouse section.
Oh, the townhouse.
The townhouse.
The townhouse makes sense.
Yeah.
The 1-car garage in the space don't make no sense.
I pay.
The mic is still here. I know how much you pay. We talked about it before.
I can't give up this house.
No, you can't. We talked about it before. We have talked about it. And it's a nice number. It's a nice number that you honestly, you have a hard time finding if you want to live somewhere nice. You have an even harder time finding for something like this.
This size.
Fuck the size.
No, well.
Yeah. The neighborhood alone.
The party neighborhood. Because I don't know.
Because your neighbors ain't
they're not complaining about anything.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's a good fit. I've got 9 more years on my mortgage.
The price that you're paying in this area alone is crazy, especially seeing how you just told me 39 for a 3-1.
3-2.
3-2 for
maybe I think it's a 3-2.5. Yeah.
3-2.5 with a 1-car garage.
With a 1-car garage.
And it's a townhouse.
Yeah. So it's
that they don't own.
No, they'll never own it. Yeah. Because people were buying them at $500.
You know what I want to know? How the fuck are people
affording these things?
No, working minimum wage jobs in Florida.
All 3 of them are working. The husband, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, and either the roommates. Because
But what I'm saying is, they got jobs out here for $15, $16, $17 an hour.
but they're not living over here. No. You living up in Lauderhill and you commuting down.
You know what? I forget about population density
Yeah.
because I come from Lauderhill.
Yeah.
And those are the numbers that I've been seeing in that area.
Yeah.
Trying to be home. I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Even my properties that I still own in Lauderhill, I mean, like I'm getting like 1,500 a month, 1,600 a month,
That's
and
so nice.
there are 2 ones, and that's in deep side.
That's so nice.
Yeah,
That's so nice.
and I mean, when I bought them out, people are paying me rent of like $650 a month.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what you know.
That makes sense because when I was in Tallahassee from 2011 to 2015, my rent wasn't more than $445.
Yeah. Now.
For my room, I just had a room.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So, but that was, I was off campus. I had my own. It was in an apartment.
Yeah.
So, but that was then. Now you go to Tallahassee, you can't do that number. But you can still be under 1,000 and live decent.
Like I said, it also has to do location, because you take that same number, you can go to Las Olas or Brickell, and you're going to be spending $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $8,000 a month for a 2-bedroom.
Heavy.
$2,000.
Those areas you just said have heavy ass.
Yeah. You want to be in a place that you can only walk to. Brickell?
You know what's crazy? Let me ask you this question: 6 miles. How long would it take you to travel 6 miles in South Florida?
Okay, so 6 miles is from here to the condo on the beach. And depending on a day, let's say right about now, what time is it now on a Sunday?
If you're in Florida, we about a turnpike. So from the turnpike to the beach.
To the beach on Sunday, it'd be good about 25, 26 minutes.
25.
To go 6 miles.
26 minutes.
Right, because because I've done this all the time. So the condo's right there on it's on the beach right there, right on the water. Yeah.
In LA, when I had to go 6 miles, probably go from Koreatown to let's just call it Santa Monica. To even go to that side, to go towards.
What time of the day?
Any time of day.
Oh, anytime.
Any time of day, it'd take me at least 35 minutes.
Okay, so we're close. Wait, what about rush hour?
Now, that's if I'm flying any time of day. If I can't fly down the highway and there's traffic for real, it don't matter the time of day because there's always going to be traffic. But sometimes you could just fly through that bitch.
Okay.
If I'm not flying down the highway, it's going to take me at least 40 to 50 minutes.
So the other day, I was coming from the beach. It was around 5:20. I left the beach to get here.
Facts.
48 minutes. 48 minutes to go 6 miles. And there's no flying because it's all local roads. So so South Florida's traffic is no joke. They don't know how to drive. So
it's not that they don't know how to drive. I realize being in California, I realize how people in South Florida drive. I'm going to tell you exactly what the fuck it is.
What is it?
It's just like Cali. Everybody drives slow as fuck. But you got kids, and you got people with money, and you got people who love cars, who got supercharged engines, who got supercars, who got them shits that go fast as fuck. And they will be flying down and around these people that are just going the normal speed limit, bro.
It is what it is, man. Yeah, don't do that here.
And well, that's what the fuck it is.
Just don't do it here.
Oh, I don't do it. No, I don't. I don't drive recklessly.
No. You know,
The car accidents that I've been in have been minor but major to damage.
Okay, so here's the thing. The cops don't get you, but since they have, just like California, they got cameras everywhere.
No, in California they don't.
Oh, they don't?
Not like that.
Oh no, here they got
California
cameras
like
everywhere.
CCTV type shit.
Yeah, no, they got cameras
Here,
everywhere.
I've been noticing that. Here they got cameras.
Every we have a lot of traffic lights. There's a camera on everything. A co-worker of mine just got a speeding ticket in a school zone through a camera.
Through a camera.
School zone ticket.
In the mail.
In the mail. Sheesh. And then because he was driving the company vehicle, it came to the company. Oof. And it was 200, I think it was 290. And there's no dispute in it because it shows you your GPS camera. Location, this and that, your when the camera towed, the plate number, and the speed that you were traveling. Yeah. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Good. I'm actually going to end this. That's Andre, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have the rest of my morning. We're going to be on the other channel for the catalog show. Thank you. I appreciate you fucking with me. I gotta clip this up too, but we didn't talk about a lot, but we had a good conversation for like an hour and change. Well, I tell you. Look at shout out to my hairdresser. Shout out to my loctician. I'm talking about a little handsome in it. One time for the one time.